It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan, and our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And here we can check out the story for James Harden.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Jalen Wells is out there with G.G. Jackson. Then there's Ty Jerome.
Here we go.
Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Coward in at the 2-guard spot. Here we are late in the year. RJ, what's this time of the schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now, but that's what makes it fun. Can you push yourself further than the next guy?
Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden the pass to Mitchell. Hits it from 3-point range.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Outside Jackson. Back to Jerome. Off target at the rim. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cavaliers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I think they just got caught completely by surprise, and they never managed to fully recover.
Here's Jerome. James Harden picking up that last basket. Sinks the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Mitchell. Last game with 30 points. Wade up top. Shot clock at 5. Off target from 3-point range. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And that one is good from Jerome.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Mobley outside. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And after the 3 on the other end, Mitchell with one of his own. This man is so competitive.
Pass to Aldama. Now Jerome. This one for 3. And it's Coward missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Harden. Launches a 3. Wells grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one, good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Wade outside. Allen with it. Hasn't made one yet. Up and in on the layup.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. Wells wide open. No good with the triple. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often, went their way. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Jerome. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Dean Wade. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. To the inside. Pass to Merrill. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mobley finds Harden. Pulls it up. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Pippen outside. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Mitchell. The Cavaliers leading. Merrill on the wing. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Merrill. Mobley outside. Now, here's Mitchell. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 9 points.
You could see that Mitchell was hungry on that play, ready to fire as soon as he touched that ball.
And here's Jackson. Fires from deep. That one, no good. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
They've got Scottie Pippen, and it's Prosper in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Nice positioning on the offensive boards. Allen working hard to secure that rebound.
Pass to Prosper. And here's Pippen. Here's Hendricks. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Here's Spencer. He has yet to score. Pass to Prosper. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Harden comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. 5th, Jared Allen.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
And this is a dependable group of low post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
All the way up. The beard. Boy, those were 2 loud points.
Jerome against Harden. Pass to Prosper. Now Jerome. He's got 10.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Now here's Allen. Here's Harden on the wing. Harden buries the triple. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons, and front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said, it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back to you.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Cavaliers, Tomlin's checked in, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Sam Merrill. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Wells passes to Jerome. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Just 3 to shoot. Memphis moving it around. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Mitchell outside. Back to Harden. Lets it go from deep. That shot misses. Memphis has gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Pass to Coward. Here's Jerome. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Wade outside, the 3. Jerome with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Well, the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Here's Tyson, still scoreless.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Here's Coward. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Harden outside. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 12.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jerome. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jerome. James Harden getting it done for the Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. It's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. I think that's what we're here for. And so, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
And taking a look at Memphis, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 1. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the 3 spot. So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
Here's Jerome following the score by Cleveland. No good from outside.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Wade kicks to Mitchell. From outside the arc, the basket good off the assist from Wade. And now a 6-point Cleveland lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Coward. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again, Memphis no good.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Mobley wide open. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Timeout.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Start it.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
A moment here to see the numbers for Mitchell. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging about 24 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Now here's Wells. Still without a basket. There's a screen by Aldama. Pass to Coward. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Harden. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And this is why you feed the big fella Allen on the inside. With his size, he is a major threat anywhere around that hoop.
Pass to Aldama. Now Jerome, guarded by Harden. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Wells finds Jackson. Wells with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 17. Wade passes to Mobley. And here is Mitchell. Wade sets the pick for Mitchell. Misses the three. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Wells. And the Grizzlies another 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Now Jerome, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. There's a good screen. Jackson has the open look. The three-pointer no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Again, Mitchell missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Timeout.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. No qualms about taking those wide open jumpers.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Dean Wade.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Merrill passes to Mitchell. It's Mitchell with the tray.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Jackson driving the lane. Pippen outside. Now Aldama. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got his 3rd assist on the night. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pippen, the pass to Hendricks. Jackson with the screen. A 3-ball. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Schroeder in the corner. No good on the 3. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Ty Jerome out there with Scottie Pippen. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Harden's shot is good.
It's crazy. We've gotten used to this effortless dominance from James Harden. He scores in a multitude of ways.
Harden against Jerome. Pass to Spencer. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Spencer's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Harden from the arc. Rebounded by Prosper.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hendricks. Memphis moving that ball around. Trains the three-pointer. Spencer's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Grizzlies.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Harden's shot is off. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Spencer the pass to Jerome. Here's Prosper. Clock at 6. Pass to Pippen. Off on the layup. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Tyson with the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Mobley's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Right side, Pippen. Pass to Hendricks. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Harden with a screen on Pippen. Harden outside. There's the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Prosper. To take the lead. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Jerome. Now here's Harden. Three-pointer, Wade. No good there. Here's Jerome. Now Jackson. Now Jerome to take the lead. That's off. Here's Merrill, defended by Pippen. Harden. The long shot, no good.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And there's the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. Here's Harden. 13 feet away. Allen. Strong move off the glass.
So cool under pressure. It's good to see Allen rise to the occasion.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Coward, covered by Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Jackson, that one is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
It's off target.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. .103 left here in the fourth quarter. Missed on the three.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
Now Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Now Harden.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
trailing by 2. Outside Jackson. No luck that time on a shot that would have put him on top. Ooh, it hurts. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Here's Jerome. That's in there.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Rebounded by Allen inside. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Two shots.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Takes the 3. Not that time. It won't go. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
James, congratulations on a big win, but I ask you this. Where does this team need to continue to grow?
Our backbone, what we're going to rely on is our defense, and it's on us now defensively to be able to lock up, be able to communicate, and be able to sustain it for full quarters. And once we get that at a high level and consistently, it's going to be a problem.
Thanks, James. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.